Hello, Miss Hershe.
Hello, Miss Jane. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. I have made it pretty much through another day that I was not blessed to see, and I made it. So I'm glad to be here.
You know, and that's the right. I I feel the same way. I I've had some. We've had some rough goes of it, haven't we? With
Yeah,
our,
we
you
have.
know. Anyways, another time. We're here to do charms. It's
We
time to be
are.
charming. We're going to be charming.
I'm ready.
Are you going to use your board that you made, or like a combination of both?
Yep.
You're going to use it. Oh, it's right there.
Yep.
Watch out. Charms are going to fly. All right.
It's not gonna happen.
All right. It's not going to happen. Charms aren't going to fly. She's going to put them. Um, anyway, let's see. Didn't happen last time. So it's me. I drop them all the time. You did drop one. You dropped one last
I
time.
did. It was a monkey that kept antagonizing me. It was a monkey. The monkey. The monkey.
It was
So
that
yes.
damn monkey. It was
The
that damn
monkey
monkey.
is on punishment. He better not come out tonight. So we'll keep it at that.
Okay. Hello, Kiba, and hello, Flowing. Flowing's listening from the background. Her hands hurt.
Mm.
Understood. This
Oh
weather is enough to make anyone, you got stuff that hurts, it's going to hurt more.
yes.
Karen Johnson, good evening. Thomas, there's Tomas, the man behind the curtain on here. And Rossi and Hugger Greeter, hugs. And Plucky Heroine. And Rossi would like a charm reading. So far, I have Kiba, Lyons, and Rossi uh, for charm reading.
Alrighty.
There's Mo.
There's
Hi,
your
Mo.
birthday sister. Hey, Mosaic.
All right. Anybody else? All right. But we can just go. If somebody comes up with one, I will. If I still Mo. Oops. Oh. And okay, I accidentally hit Thomas, but it was okay. It worked
He
out.
says, sure, me. Sure.
He's like, sure, me, why not?
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And yeah, you got it. You're already on there. And Plucky. Okay. All right. So for right now, we'll just go with that. I wish I had that thingy-majiggy that 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 people are using that makes the thing go round in circles, and where you stop, nobody knows. How do you do that?
Like, what do you, like a roulette thing?
Yeah, like Gerald has. I thought that would be
I
fun. I
I'm
don't know where.
assuming it's done on, some one of them digital art things and then probably downloaded and then probably set as like your I am intro type thing. Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I guess I am late to the game.
Oh, well, Dolly used it the other day. But anyway, we'll just go right down the line.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Kiba. Kiba line. Oh, StreamYard giveaway. Oh, do I put
There
that
we
in?
go. I
I don't know. Anyway, he must know. He's showing me,
Eva.
but okay. So Kiba, yeah. Kiba. And she is here. So, and you may go first.
Ooh, okie dokie. See, I don't know why that keeps happening to me.
Oh,
What is
I'm going to
that?
take that. I'm going to take this guy out of here.
What is it?
The guy we were talking about earlier.
Oh, oh, I
Yep.
gotcha.
Yeah, Jerry Rafferty. Thank you for knowing that, Plecky. Jerry Rafferty.
So Kiba, I wanted to, touch base a little bit here, and um, so if I start at the bottom and I move up my board, the very first two that are screaming at me is this little familiar, this little dog, right? So this little cute, little adorable dog that's also encompassed in a protection circle fell in the witch on the witch. So I don't know if you are magically inclined, or if you dibble dabble whatever, or if you are a full out sorceress or high priestess. Hey, praises to you. But it looks like a familiar with something either spiritual or magical is either going to be coming in to your life, or it's going to be crossing your path. I'm not saying that you're going to become Dorothy and Toto is going to find you. What I'm saying is that there is a messenger. What is the messenger bird, that the little messenger pigeon?
Pigeon?
The pigeon bird fell in the oracle. So in the witch, you got the familiar, and in the one right next to it, you got the pigeon. So the message is that it's incoming, right? So if it's going to cross your path, I don't know when. We can look at some numbers. I don't have any numbers out, but I got the crescent moon in the new ground, right? And this is a very detailed crescent moon, right? So I want to pay close attention to the fact that there are like tribal arts going on in this situation, in this new ground situation. So I'm not sure if you're traveling, but if you are, you have a Pegasus, which is wonderful. Again, another magical animal. The Pegasus, the unicorn, the purest of the magical forms, are just above the new ground and hovering in the travel little part of what's going on right here. And then as I move up just a little bit farther, I get this crazy owl that again is in the addiction part of the charm. And what I want to say is that we all have some form of addiction in our life in one way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, but the fact that it's an owl and not something harder makes me want to remind you that sometimes in death, there's beauty and there's knowledge to be gained. So if you have anything like that has crossed your life recently, there is an old owl that is willing to help you gain some knowledge in the field that could be affecting you or your family. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Well, that sounds good. Oh, wow.
Unicorn house shoes. Wow, I want a pair.
Yeah. I have so much unicorn stuff. It's not even funny. I share with my daughter-in-law. Yeah, I got a little bit more than that. I got the dragon in your house, and and the dragon in your house means that there is worry over nothing. There is something that you're worried about in your house that there's nothing to worry about. So they're kind of saying, stop worrying about that. In your leisure and social life, I believe that you have a longing. There's a bottle and a ring. You're longing for that commitment. Are you married or not? I don't know. Oh, dragon blood. So anyways, here's the ring. So it's like longing. It's in your leisure and social life. So there's a ring in there, and it's like longing for a commitment. No, 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 not yet. Okay. Yeah, so it's coming. It feels like it's coming. And then I've got the B that's partway in your career and business and in your love life. So so get out there and be a busy little bee in your community, in your work and your career, and in everything. Get out there. You get invited places, go. Because then in health and well-being, I have the baby carriage. So It's a little baby carriage. So you're moving forward. It's very interesting because, over here in the leisure and social life with the commitment and the longing for a commitment. But get out there in your community and your career and everything else. There could be a baby on the way. And because also, too, right next to it, I got a bunny, which I call the high priestess, and she's pregnant with possibilities. And then in adventure and discovery, you got the cicada, and it's upside down. So there's a little bit of like you want to transform. It's a little bit not transforming. You are firmly anchored in your spirituality. You got your anchor in your spirituality and the sun. So Jesus Cristo, anchor, and there you go. And that's what we have for you. So you're firmly anchored. That brings you joy and happiness. And if you get out there and you are that busy little fertility bracelet I own. Oh, okay, very good then. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming now. Sometimes I'll tell people, "Oh, a relationship's coming. Something's coming," but it takes a couple years. Okay, I'm just saying. So do know that. It's not like all of a sudden we say, "Oh, I see a marriage and a child on the horizon." Well, that could be 2, 3 years away. Doesn't mean that we don't see it now, right? All right, so there you go, Kiba. I hope that did something for you. Tell your mom Marcia hello. Hope she's doing well. All right, Rossi. Thank you, Kiba. All right, Rossi, we got Rossi now. You hear us we're digging around in our cups.
Is that the hummingbird? Oh, oh, ooh. Mm-hmm. Really?
We like those noises.
Okie dokie. um, well, to start us all off, who doesn't want to start in a place of money, right? So, you got a money coin here going on, and you also got the owl in the traveling, but it's facing old ground, right? So traveling old ground doesn't necessarily mean like holiday or vacation, but it could necessarily go with nostalgia, right? So sometimes we travel when we hit old ground, we reminisce on them thoughts, on them memories, right? Because there is an owl paired with money that is facing the old ground, what I want to say is that um, sometimes we think about things that we did. Like this one time, I went on a vacation and I bungee jumped. I didn't have the guts to do it anywhere around where I lived, but I traveled for an hour and did it there because, I felt like I had enough gumption to do it, right? So what I want you to understand is that sometimes I think about that and what I remember is the recoil on my back and the money that I wish I still had. So make sure that whatever this nostalgia kind of old thing traveling in your mind and your memories, make sure that they are healthy and make sure that they are not detrimental to something you're currently working on. A couple of more charms that fell is the tree of knowledge or the tree of life, whichever one you want to call it, the beautiful tree here, the little tree of life thing. It fell literally in the charms and sigils part of the board. So I don't know if you work with charms or if you work with sigils and seals, but if you do, then this is wonderful because you've got a genuine calling for it, or at least a very healthy fascination with it. And that could start something down the road that you can't even begin to see yet because they gave the Hathorn bull with it, right? So when you think about Hathor and you think about what she embodies and what she brings in with her alchemy, with her magic, and with her hieroglyphs and her sigils and all the lost languages, and the fact that I believe even Hathor is tied to the Akashic records, you have to understand that for Hathor to show up and be literally on the line of lottery win and sigils, I have to see this as this is your roots. This is part of something you should be getting curious about at some point. Maybe it's just hieroglyphs. Maybe it's finding some and tracing them with a lead pencil on paper like we used to do when we were kids, when we had to transfer art from one place to another or something. I do feel like that is going to have something fun involved. You have the kitty cat that landed on light magic, and you have a fairy that landed on light magic and also a wedding, right? So when you think about a fairy that's showing up in the wedding category, that is also tapping into this light magic situation. I don't know if it's a wedding per se, but it could be like a ceremonial hand fasting or just a vow renewal of some kind. It doesn't have to necessarily be a big blowout wedding to represent light, love, hope, and the vow of something coming together with someone else willing to share. So I don't know. You got a cat showing up there and a fairy reminding you that there's familiars and there's all kinds of supernaturals that are always constantly enjoying us. So maybe enjoy them a little bit more and definitely touch base with some sigils or some charms and hieroglyphs and maybe a little bit of alchemy because Hathor is part of this message. And that's what I've
She
got for you.
said, yeah, she says that she bought some charms recently, but haven't really used it.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, and that she took an Akashic Records class with me, and she has past lives in Egypt.
Mm.
She's single now. We're learning so much about you, Rossi, and her cat is her familiar.
Egypt, Egypt, Egypt. Is that anywhere around like Jordan and all them places where
With
like Hathor would have literally walked? Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna say, save up some coin and start working on them charms. Something is gonna be carrying you somewhere to some strong, beautiful, good magic.
wow, that's awesome. And hello, Suzanne. I starred you, and Garnett, your mom and dad were Geminis. Hi,
Ooh,
Miss
I love
Charlotte.
it.
Well, yeah, Hershey's all over that. She's a Gemini. My son's a Gemini. I believe I'm a Gemini rising, but I don't have my birth time. So, anyway, and Rossi says, "Ooh, I love it." And yes, Miss Charlotte, you'll have to put your name in for a reading. All right. So, what I have for you, Rossi, and I love it, everything that Hershe said, because what I have is I feel like you're not doing all of the things that you want, woulda, coulda, shoulda, all the things that, and no woulda, coulda, shoulda, but there's things that you you're kind of upside down right now in hello, Miss Tarot D. Um, you okay. I'm just gonna say what I've got here. So in your leisure and social life, you're thinking about the past a lot, like a lot of us are. So this is a bird skull. Um, and I like to tell people, there's no more meat on this bones. So let's move on from this bird skull. You're not going to get anything off of it anymore. All right. I got you started. And then in that same area in leisure and social life, I would have got the B, which would mean being out there and being social and being in the community, but you were upside down. But what's interesting about this upside down B is there's a butterfly and flowers on the back. So I'm wondering if you do feel out of sorts and not going. Yeah, that's what this is saying here. But I will say, even though you're not getting out in your community, on the back of this bee is a butterfly and some flowers. So don't give up on hope. Like you feel out of sorts. But remember, you're going through a transition because you have a butterfly here and some flowers. So they've supplied you with the butterfly and the flowers. Now you have a circus tent, and the circus tent is upside down. Again, all of these came out upside down except for the mending one. And the circus tent upside down, hang on, I have to look because I memory bad. And I forgot what it was says when tent was upside down. Oh, casual, isolation of oneself, temporary situation, short lived. So all of this that's going on with you of feeling out of sorts, doing all that stuff, it's short lived. Don't worry, you will get, start playing with your charms, start playing with the things, start doing the things that will make you feel better so that you can get out and just some movement. I feel like would be good. And in adventure and discovery, we have the button, which is mending. So it's saying mend, good out there, render remedy the situation of not being out in the community, of living in the past, of being, feeling isolated, and get in your car and start driving. That's the solution to that, because it's the mending landed on adventure and discovery. So I hope that you feel um, like you're right side up soon. What is that?
I'm sorry, I'm hearing Travis Tritt, Trouble, playing on a loop in my head. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it's their fault. It's the chat's fault. I'm just saying it's
okay.
the chat.
Okay. Chat. So on point, she says. All right, Rossi. So just keep doing it, We're all here to support you. All right. And then so I have Thomas, then Mo, then Karen, then Plucky, then Suzanne, and then Miss Charlotte. Okay.
Okay.
Thomas, you're up.
Hmm. Well, this shit's all over the place. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, pick up all the ones that didn't make it. Okay. All right. Well, you're really all over the place here, bro. Let me bring this over here. Okay. Look, we're just going to start at the bottom and then we'll work our way up. So you got a pumpkin in the witch category, right? So pumpkin is about bringing a change, bringing in harvest, bringing in something significantly sustaining, right? So this pumpkin means that something will come to harvest, something will come to flourishing, and it's down here in the witch and the oracle part of the board. You've seen the board, you were there when I created it, so you understand that this also kind of creeps in to new ground area. So this is something that you have not really touched base with, but I would say within the next 6 months it's going to be a very strong factor for you, because you got Bambi and you got the wolf all down here with the witch and the oracle and the new ground kind of vibe, right? So then as I move up just a hair, I got the this thing, this, what does this mean when the fist goes like this? What is this? The fist where the thumb does this number, this one where the
That
fist
means
does this.
I'm going to poke you and I'm going to hit you and hurt you.
Okay, well that's in the bills department, so I guess you ain't paying no bills next month. because we didn't pay them this month.
I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, Hershe. I don't
I
know what.
You guys see it, right? The thumb is coming through the fist. I would never want to hit nobody with my thumb this way. I wouldn't have very good power. So we're just gonna throw that one back in there. Just hey, no confrontation with bills next month, unless you're finding a new way to salute them. You got the hand of Fatima down here in the new ground, right? And we kind of going through this thing with hands of Fatima, right? So down here in the new ground, you got the hand of Fatima. You have a Jesus piece. No offense. You have a Jesus piece, the one that has the crucifix. I don't know what, it's not just a cross, it's the actual Jesus piece. So you have that in the tarot section. You have a huge, huge heart in the travel, along with an elephant and an owl in the travel. And then again, Bambi is popping up again in the home department. And you got scissors, like the hair grooming scissors, like shears, like what a cosmetologist or a barber would use. They got the little finger mark. I don't have my shears here, but you've seen me use them. So you've got actual shears. So you're going to be cutting something off because Bambi and the shears are both in the home department. So yes, we do have some traveling coming up, but this new ground that you're going to be touching into has a lot to do with some stuff that you haven't really used, and you're going to be bringing it to fruition. So it looks like you have a finishing full year ahead of you, but just be very careful with what you're putting your faith in. I'm just saying, with this falling in the bills line, just be careful what you're putting your faith in. And that's what I've got for you.
Well, there you go. I got in house and family. I got the eagle in house and family, and it was on. And it means and it was upside down, and it says, can strike when unaware, calculating. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just the, I'm reading what I'll just star those and read those in a minute. So anyways, in your house, it's like, it is calculating. To be in a house, you have to calculate out all of your, you want to save a certain amount of money, you know what your things are going to cost you. It is upside down, so just got to write that thing right side up. In social life, and I have social life and business and career, that's where your angel is. Your angel is there right now, and I know you're going on this trip, so I feel like we'll send our angels with you. And I don't know, an angel in your social life and you're going on a trip sounds like who knows what could happen, because in love and relationships, you got the bunny. So there's all kinds of possibilities there. Because the Empress is possibilities. It's pregnant. I know you're not getting pregnant, and you're not going to get anybody pregnant, Thomas. But I feel like there's a lot of possibilities in love and relationship. You are like, RIP, no more. I'm horrible at relationships. And the more you say I'm horrible at relationships, the more I'm horrible at relationships. I'm horrible, then you will be. So with the I'm horrible about relationships, stop it and just be the queen, the empress that you are, that you have all kinds of possibilities. I want you to strut around that. Well, as much as you can strut, I want you to strut your stuff when you're on your cruise. Because there's a treasure chest. There's a treasure chest right here, and a ballet dancer. She's a ballerina dancer. So I don't know. It just looks like a really good time to me with a treasure chest and a dancer. It feels like there's going to be some dancing, some good times, and there's the mending was on here, but it's upside down, so I don't feel like there's anything that needs to be mended. There might be a little bit of a because it's an adventure and discovery, so there might be a little bit of oh, you feel called out. Sorry, Thomas. um, there might be a just a little bit of like a change up in things that are going to happen with the adventure because I got this on there and it was upside down, but that doesn't mean anything. That just means, so you have to change one little plane ticket or whatever, you know. I mean, but otherwise it looks like you're going to party and your angels are going to be with you, which,
I like the sound of that.
right? There you go. Well, there you go. All
Yeah,
right.
and if you do this with the bills next month, I might have to support it because I mean, at the price that they're gouging everybody right now, we might have to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm just saying.
Oh, been there, done that. All right. All right. So we have Mo, then Karen, then Plucky, then Suzanne, then I wanted to read what Mo was saying. A clenched fist with your thumb between your first and second finger have multiple meanings depending on the context. A slightly rude but humorous way to reject someone's request, or to swear a false oath. I thought that was when you went like this behind your back. I know how to make a false oath. Oh, I swear I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything wrong. Don't put me in there. I don't belong in there. Okay. I will die in there. Swear a false oath. In Turkey, it can also be an obscene gesture, similar to showing the middle finger, or to use. There we go. We can use a disagreement through you in Turkey, Russia, and Indonesia. There was more. Well, I didn't get the rest of it. Sorry, but there was more. Okay.
It can mean intelligent, smart. You know, it could mean a lot of things.
Yes, there you go.
It depends on the world you live in.
Well, I live in Janeland, and it's a very happy place.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mo, you're up. My birthday sister. Hi, Hypnicity. Hi, Scorpio Mama. Oh, yeah, I got your nose. That's what I was doing. Oh, I got your nose. Have you seen the thing where the guy? It's like it's a YouTube short, and it's like funny dogs, and the guy goes and he goes, "Oh, I got your nose," and the dog gets so upset. Have you guys seen that? Or maybe I'm the only one. Okay. We're Mo. Okay. Aw. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So you got either whatever you want to call it, the damselfly or the dragonfly. I can't see the wings moving, so I don't know which one it is, but it's one of the two, right? It's literally in the skills department, right? So dragonflies, damselflies, they are all about constantly like movement, right? So when you think about the only time they're really still is when they land on the ground, right? Kind of like similar to a hummingbird, they're constantly moving their wings, right? They're always moving low. They move left, they move right, they move very strategically. So for you to get this very strategic insect to fall in the skills category. I think that as I go up, I'm going to understand that there is a new ground coming in. So you got not one, but two. You got a pair of dolphins that is coming out of the skills area, and they lay the way they lay. Their tail is in the skills, they come around into new ground, and they land in the traveling, right? So when I say traveling, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to represent physically going somewhere, because sometimes when we um, are able to meditate, or we are able to remove our mental and put it somewhere else, right? We physically transport ourselves to another place. I feel like there's going to be something growing from a skill, right? And it's going to curve through a whole lot of new things, new grounds, new learns, new skills, and it's going to land you into a place that is in the traveling area, which is you metamorphosing into something that you are not right now. What you are right now is strategically laying your chessboard out so that you can play the game of chess, right? But what you need is an opponent that is going to strategically play with you instead of you having to constantly think up all the moves, right? What's going to happen is there is a butterfly that comes in, not kidding you, in the tarot section of this, along with this cute little fawn. And what I feel with this butterfly and this fawn, because of the way it's kind of going around, we're kind of going around the long way. I think that you're going to be coming into this heart that is sitting just on the outside of travel and tarot. So again, we're going kind of in a spiral direction, but we are landing in places that I'm not sure of, because I don't know what an octopus and wedding and light means yet, but we're going to talk it. We're going to work it out. But there is a familiar and there is a butterfly, a transformation, a metamorphosis. When you go from one thing completely to something different, when you go from a caterpillar with a lot of legs that walks on the ground to something that flies in the air and only lands when it wants to, that is a whole metamorphosis of something completely diabolically changing the anatomy of the structure in which you live right now. So, what you are right now and what you will be, and I'm going to say in what my new thing is now, these next 6 short months, is going to be astronomically completely different, day and night, apples and oranges. There is a huge change coming, and there is something with a vow or a commitment, because we have the octopus, the squid looking, uh the blackbeard looking thing. If this was Pirates of the Caribbean, I'd be a little worried with it being in the wedding section. But what I want you to understand is that this vow, I believe, because you are such a water individual, and not to mention how close you live to the water, you may be coming into contact with animals, or animals may even start reaching out to you the more you get into diving into the metamorphosis that is going to happen to you. I'd say within 6 months, you might not even recognize who you are today 6 months from now. Got a lot of growing to do, but that's what I've got for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Well, I because the number because in I feel like, well, in career and business you got the cicada, and the cicada is all about transformation. So the biggest thing that's sticking out to me right now is transformation. And you were talking about transformation. And not only that, over here in business adventure and partly in money matters, I have a butterfly. So you have transformation on, but it's really balanced. You've got the cicada on one side of the pie chart and the butterfly on the other side. So, yes, we sending Hypnicity and her pop lots of prayers and good vibes. In your leisure and social life is your puppy dog, because you know it's your puppy dog. It's your little puppy dog. Um, and the dog is your faithful, playful friends, loyalty, companionship, and that's in your leisure and social life. Um, Yeah, Hypnissi and I were talking about that earlier because I had the same kind of dog and he was 14. What you got there? Stuff?
So it wasn't sitting with me about the dragonfly, right? Because I just knew
Mhm.
there was something that I needed to get out. So I had to go to a book that I happen to trust highly. And what it says is that the dragonfly means you're on autopilot right now because you didn't start here. You started in the water and now you're in the air. So you're in autopilot. And I know that's got to be why the dragonfly was sitting where it was and everything else was kind of going in a spiral direction in that direction. So I knew there was a keyword there I was missing. Get off of autopilot and land that damn plane and rest them wings and
Yeah,
get into this new something that you need to be getting into.
yeah. And good night flowing. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, and I get transformation here too, but I, I get the tent upside down, like the circus tent upside down again. I don't want you to sleep on your health and well-being. Be sure you get all your well woman checks and things like that. Okay, that needs to
Yes,
be.
definitely.
Um, I mean, just because it's something that we need to do, but I feel like that it's something they want me to tell you now. Um, and then the butterfly is in adventure and discovery. So get out there and, discover your new area. I think, it's like be a butterfly and flitter around. And in your spirituality, and I think that this goes with what Hershe was touching on. I have the leap, I have the frog. And the frog, you can't tell that that's a damn frog, can you? Um, it's It's a frog, okay? It's a frog. And it's in your spirituality. I swear it's a frog. I swear it's a frog. So
It's a
they
damn frog, she said.
it's a damn frog. It's a damn frog. That is a species of frogs, right? The damn frog. Anyway,
Sure.
it's in it's in, it's in your spirituality. What they want you to do is they want you to take the leap. All of us have a, you know, we don't want to say, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in that, da 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 da, I don't take this, I don't take that. But we have to look at the things that we do believe in. We believe in our guides, we believe in angels. We've seen them, we've experienced them. Either if you have not seen them on your own, you've certainly seen them with Hershe or experienced them through Hershe and all of that type of stuff. And so they're saying take that leap, because when you do, that's what really truly makes you the empress. There's all kinds of possibilities in the spirituality for you. So get all the tools you need to do, and there's so much more than just cards. There really is. So I just, for some reason, like, because we're doing charms, right? So you can do charms, you can read clouds, there's so many different things that we can read and we can do. There's runes, there's all kinds of stuff. So, anyways, pick out that thing that you really love to do and do it and leap right into it. Leapfrog. And that's what I have for you. As I said earlier, take a picture now because you ain't going to recognize me later. All right, there we go.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, and there's Jeff. Turn ass backwards. Hi, Jeff. All right, we're doing charms. Wait, sorry, Karen, you're up here. Yeah, yeah. See, if you're not sure if cards are your thing, there's so many different other things that you could be doing. So I'm not saying don't do cards. Cards are a great jumping off point. Oh, okay. Hershe Rossi says octopuses are deeply rooted in its unique characteristics and behaviors, representing adaptability, intelligence, mystery, and complexity. The octopus symbolizes our ability to navigate life's challenges with flexibility and strategic thinking. That's what Rossi
Hmm.
says. All right, but we are with Karen Johnson right now, and I will hypnicity. I'll star you there. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, okay, well, we got a whole party going on over here, Karen. So, first, I want to say that you have a very Spanish elephant that says Buenos Aires. Um, s- um, yeah, that's what it says, right? And it's down here in the Oracle part of this. So, what I want to say is that a lot of times people find out there are a left hand path or a right hand path, and then they realize that something in that direction itself sends them to a whole line of tools that they're going to fall in love with, right? What I want to say with this little Spanish little elephant here that literally has, I'm sure, which are very kind words that I have not learned how to say correctly, have a good meaning behind them. So we're going to go with the fact that, for one, it's an elephant. Elephants are very spiritual animals and they never forget anything. Did you guys know that? Elephants never forget anything. They almost have an idyllic memory. It's just very small compared to other animals, so they can't classify it as idyllic, but they have an excellent memory and they don't forget anything. They don't forget a scent. They don't forget where a water hole is at. They don't forget where a predator is at. Okay. Not that they have a lot of them, but always remember, because it fell in the Oracle section, what I want you to understand is that I feel like what is coming through is more spiritually guided, hence the word religion. I have a problem with saying it because then I have to own up to the fact that I don't like the Hierophant, right? So, what I want you to understand is that instead of the witchy, woo woo magic kind of thing that's going on here, what I'm sensing is that it is more oracle or seer or Ouija involved, where you're actually seeing something before it either one happens or two, as it's happening, you could be encountering something that lets you know that you are having one of those moments. I'm not necessarily saying just a deja vu moment, something from a previous walk, but it could be a friend, a family, a child that you love. All of a sudden, you get that weird, the mom gut feeling something's wrong, something's going on, or you start worrying or thinking about somebody that you wouldn't normally have come in your mind so heavily. I want you to pay attention that there's an elephant in the oracle position that is just below the skills, and you got the whole hand. And it literally says the whole hand. It's what is it with these charms and writing today, right? The whole hand, right? Not just the fingers, not just the palm,
Not
none of
just
that.
this.
All five digits, so to speak, right? Because you got four fingers and a thumb. So we want all five digits. We want the whole hand involved in this. Touch knots, people that do automatic writing, people that can put their hands on, what is it, where you can touch something and you can feel the energy of it, or you can tell whether something is good or bad, or uh, synopsis. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to get out. But anyway, my team calls them a touch knot. Maybe that is something that would be Ouija or Oracle involved. You got the palm tree down here in skills and family. I don't know if you have any family that lives where palm trees grow, but if you do, reach out to them. It could be just a lovely little reminder for me to remind you that if you got family down here in the South, we just went through a hurricane. You might want to check on your family if they live around palm trees or in a warm climate. Um, if not, maybe you need to move your family to a warm climate and it's time, and come to Georgia, come to Texas. All of that is good. You also got Hathor. Hathor is showing up again, and she is showing up in the lottery department, right? So when you think about the lottery department, now I'm not saying that you're about to strike it big and hit the lottery, although that would be wonderful if you did. What I'm saying is that wins come in all shapes and sizes. And I literally just, not 5 minutes before this live, got introduced to a deck and it said winning. Don't stop that shit from happening. So, lottery, I'm literally going to put into the situation of winning, right? If you are in the place where you are treading water, you're not floating, you're not barely keeping your head up, you're barely not drowning. If you are winning at anything right now, regardless of what it is, whether it has financial gain or not, really hold on to whatever that is. You have got the unicorn and the doggy going on in the party section, right? So the party and the spiritual path that are all the way, sorry, at the top in the corner, you have the unicorn and the dog, and they are both in the spiritual path and party. So something that you enjoy doing, whether it's getting together as a coven or just sister witches or just a group of people that enjoy doing what we're doing, you will definitely have an enjoyment out of it. And that's what I've got for you.
Yeah. Hi, Twisted Sushi Mama, and Karen and Sharon. Sharon showed up. Why did you just
Hello.
think of Charlie Sheen, Miss Charlotte? Okay.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I was just
Spin 2 110. I like them odds.
yeah. So a gain of 8. Okay. So Karen, yeah. So I've got in your home and your leisure and social life. I have the couch, the big comfy couch. So you're very comfortable in your home, and I would say that's where you spend a lot of time, and that's not a bad thing at all, at all. Remember? Oh, Charlie Sheen when he kept saying winning. Oh, thank you. I'm like, what are you talking about, Miss Charlotte? Charlie Sheen when he kept going, I'm winning, tiger's blood. Anyway, um, so Karen Johnson, the thing that does need a little bit of mending because the button was upside down. So it's over, and I know that you are you're very good at medical things. And I because I don't do health and stuff like that. Just happens to be one of my square. So I'm going to say to you again, anything that needs, that you have to go in every now and then to get things checked out. Don't forget to get your things checked out. In auto adventure and discovery, you have the sun. So joy and exuberance. I feel like, there maybe this is what you need to it says, yep, you've become a hermit, and and Twisted Sushi likes your pink, Hershey, and it's very pretty. But yeah, so the sun is in adventure and discovery. So that sector of your pie chart is lit up by the sun. So I would say there could be something coming up. Don't poo-poo it, because in spirituality you do have the hot air balloon, but it was upside down. This is looking at things from a higher perspective, and when it's upside down, I don't think you're seeing those things clearly as you need to be. But you are connected, because we have the ring in spirituality, so you are connected, which we know because you are a records reader. So um, that's what I have for you. It just looks just if some sort of adventure or discovery, if you're having visions, you say you've been getting visions lately. Well, that could certainly be an adventurous discovery to have visions, you know, don't you think? So just be sure
Yeah.
to see from a higher perspective, and that's what we got for you, Karen. And then I have Plucky, then Suzanne, and then Miss Charlotte, then Hypnicity.
Okie doke.
Plucky, are you still here? Haven't seen Plucky in a bit. Let's see. Do you see Plucky?
Not in probably 20 minutes. I have.
Plucky, Plucky, are you around? It's time for your reading. Plucky. Yep, she's here. They're here. Hi, have a nice dinner.
Really?
Ciao.
Can
Okay.
I keep them in my hand? Okay.
Okay, Suzanne, thank you for letting me know you're here too.
Okie doke. All right. So, starting at the bottom of the board, um, I feel like I need to look this up, but I'm just gonna go with it, right? So, you got a ladybug, right? That this cute little bug down here, right? So you got this cute little ladybug in the love department, right? So I flipped my chart over because I got two different charts and they said flip it, so I flipped it. So you got the ladybug in the love department, and if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the tarot there is a card that represents ladybug, but it also represents love, spirituality, openness, fertility, lots of things with the ladybug going on, right? So what I really want you to understand is that I'm glad it's not a potato bug, and I'm not saying that to be smart, but I'm saying that very similar bug, but one bites and one brings blessings and luck, right? So there is a lot of luck in love that is coming your way, right? This could be the love that you have for yourself, your children, your spouse, your significant other, just your family, your friends. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. So sorry. Okay. What I want you to understand is that the ladybug in the love part really lets me know that whatever it is that's coming in is definitely about luck, prosperity, and even if it is fertility, I'm not saying that you're going to be producing a baby. What I'm going to be saying is that fertility comes in the idea of thoughts, crafts, hobbies, projects, a lot of different things. You could birth a lot of creativity into the world if you start putting them ideas to paper. You have an ankh, which I carry my ankh with me everywhere I go, but you had the ankh fall out paired with the hummingbird. And again, a hummingbird is unseen luck that the universe is granting you, right? So this hummingbird coming in the play department paired with an ankh, first of all, lets me know that you believe in everlasting love, right? That you believe in that unconditional, that undying life existence, right? That we just keep going on and on and on and on, which is a great thing. But the universe is granting you the hummingbird for the simple fact is you are going to need some unseen luck this week. So if the hummingbird actually graces you and blesses your presence this week, pay close attention to where you're at that moment, and then start looking forward because there is going to be luck coming your way. Don't use it in gambling. Don't use it for personal gain. Use it for something that you thought was impossible and let the universe prove they can make it possible. You also got the maple leaf, or a leaf. I'm assuming it's a maple leaf. I'm a big fan of that leaf, but this isn't that leaf. This is a maple leaf. And it's in the new start position. Maple leaves, new start, something needs to start over, right? Sometimes we don't always get the outcome that we search for. But with this maple leaf landing here, what I can tell you is that you believe in something very, very, very heavily. So don't let them dreams get away from you. Keep planting seeds in them new starts. No matter how many times, all you're going to find out is ways that it didn't work, then you can start all over from the drawing board on ways that it will work. The last one that fell out is the dinosaur, right? So when you think about the dinosaurs being extinct, you also have to remember that 6 million years ago, they were the top predator, and the dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of all of the dinosaurs, fell in the wishing department. So there's something that you are literally sinking your teeth into that will have a benefit to you. You just have to see it through to the end, honey. Do not let it become extinct. Make sure that you see whatever this is that you're biting your teeth in and wanting and wishing for. Make sure you see it to the end. And that's what I've got for you.
Very good. Um, what I've got for you in leisure and social life, um, I'm getting mixed messages here. One second. Number one, in your leisure and social life, um, the bat. Let me look at the bat first, because I know that the bat is about, the bats use echolocation and things like that. So it's kind of about that, about good. Thank you, Steve. Hi, Steve, by the way, and KK. Yeah, so the but upside, so positives of the bat are intelligent, highly skilled, sensitive, fantastic navigation skills, and good problem solver. Now, in the negative, and it's upside down, it means like false friends, disappointment, secretive, looking at it from the wrong perspective and failing to see what's around you. So make sure that, because in the same sector, you have a gift, you have the rose too. So even though you're upside down in your bat wings, like your echolocation is a little bit off, I think it offsets with the flower, the rose, because that's like a gift. Hang on. So it's like you have it, like it's almost like it's telling me that, oh, hey, never mind. I don't even have to look through this. It's telling me that it was a gift that your echolocation was off, because had your echo like been on, you would have it your echolocator is a little bit off. Like, so people that might be, you might think will be a good friend or a confidant or whatever, that you think that they would be that way, they really aren't. So don't look at them at that way. And that's the gift that you're being given, is you're being given this gift to see through what's real and what is not for you. Your anchor, you're in it's in career and business. So I don't know what you do, but you're either in a rut or you are anchored firmly in your career and business. Again, I get the bird, but it's upside down. So this is when it's right side up, it's looking at the past. When it's upside down, I think it means like it's kind of right now. Again, for entertainment purposes only, just make sure you get all your health screening just done. That's all I gotta say. And then for adventure and discovery, it's like you're not getting out as much. So, do some mending there. And this is a candle burning that's making, I don't know what's making everything light. But anyway, um, yeah, you're going to be going on some adventures and having some discoveries. You're retired, but you're developing a side hustle. Well, there you go. Very good. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, there you
Karen
go.
Johnson's having premonitions. I love it.
I saw that.
That that I Miles is mildly obsessed with people that have premonitions. He thinks that's one of the coolest gifts. He was like, you never know when it's going to happen, and you never know what you got to touch for it to come through, but it's wonderful. And I'm like, okay, he's over here just slightly obsessed and like, yes.
Karen, Karen, watch out. When Miles likes you, he wants to see you
Oh
around
boy.
a lot. He's a good one to have like you. All right, so there you go, Plecky. Work on your side hustle. That sounds good to me. And you are so very welcome. Suzanne, then
Very much.
Charlotte, then Hypnicity. Are you okay? We're at an hour and 6 minutes. Are you
If you
okay to
are, I
do
am.
three? Huh?
Yes, if you are.
Okay. All right. We'll do these last three, and then Suzanne. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't change it. It's Suzanne. There you go. Right there. There you are, Suzanne. And Hypnicity. Ooh, there you go. Charlotte's gonna breed toy fox terriers when you retire. All right.
Okay. Okay. I see that. I see that. I'm a little confused on that. We got that. We got that one. Okay. All right. I got this. All right. So as I always do, I start at the bottom and I kind of work my way up. What I first want to start with is that, you know, those dancing little twinkly little fun cartoon kind of stars? Well, that's kind of what you got going on right here. And you've got it in the lusting shadow kind of area, right? So, like this wishing upon a star kind of situation. I'm gonna tell you a fairy tale real quick, right? What I want you to understand is that there is absolutely nothing wrong with lusting in a healthy way. There is nothing wrong with shadow in a healthy way. There's nothing wrong with ego, pride, confidence, all these angers. There's nothing wrong with these emotions, right? These are valid emotions until someone makes us feel bad about them or we doing it in an unhealthy situation. You got the wishing upon a star in the lust situation. Do you know how many decks I lust over and have FOMO for and all this other crazy nonsense? Or I do the play thing. Oh, I'm so jelly. I want that deck. I think I got enough going on over here, right? What I'm saying is, it looks like it's being done in a very playful way, but there's a snake involved, right? The snake is pointing at the lust position and it's in the wishing category. And there is money involved because the money falls directly in the shadow. What I want you to understand is that some people like to take from another person or they like to carry themselves on someone else's dime, right? They don't have a dime to contribute, but they're going to carry their self on someone else's dime. And sometimes they wish bad luck on us. So if you have a snake in the grass or someone that wishes they could be you, flattery is not always healthy. And this person could be literally waiting to put fangs in your back. Pay close attention to the people that are idolizing or lusting or wishing to have some part of your life. So, like I said, be very careful. It doesn't feel like it's actually your energy because it feels like the energy that's coming through is healthy in a good, fun way. But then we've got this snake over here and money falling in the shadow. The snake is touching the wishing, the shadow, the money, and it's all pointing at the lust, which is something that, you know, if we like something hard enough and we wish for it to happen and we speak it into existence and that object finds us, it's because it was meant to find us. Did you hear that? If we speak it into existence and that object finds us or that person or that place, It was already destined, it was already meant to. You just sped it up when you started speaking it into existence. So make sure that whatever it is in your healthy little wishing upon a dream kind of star going on thing that you're lusting for, make sure that in your heart it's pure and you won't have to worry about the universe not handling this snake in the grass that's watching over every little move you make, and they're staying hidden in the shadows. The only thing that else popped out was the bee, and the bee falls in balance, right? So when you think about this gorgeous little cute little bee falling in balance, that lets me know that even on your worst day and you couldn't find a drop of pollen, you was still very successful in the hive. You still had a good day. You still had a community that supported you. You still had a person to love on you, and you had someone to love on. Your balance is okay. By an exchange of love, an exchange of honey, an exchanging of grooming, an exchanging of just saying, hey, how are you? Good morning, grand rising. Sometimes just somebody else saying it back, just smiling and saying, hey, hello, can literally turn somebody's whole sprout upside down. So make sure that you continue to always, even on them bad days, be the little bee and stay in balance. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
That's really that's wonderful, Hershey, because it's funny because in the home and family, I have the scales of balance, and you're talking about balance, and I have it right here in home and family, and
Mm-hmm.
so and it was upright, and there's a star up at the top too. I know you were mentioning star at a different. I don't know if it was this reading or a
Uh-huh.
different one, but it's right up there. So it's that balance, and in the very middle is a tarot card, and it's the strength card. So it's in the very middle of the pie. I'm using a pie, and so it's all centered around your strength. You just signed up for a Zoom class. Do you whoopsie. Um Congratulations. I hope that everything goes well. Is that sounds like fun. I love taking Zoom classes. Um, so and I'm wondering, is it tarot? Because I see this, I have this tarot card that's strength.
Right.
Well, you can't even see that,
Right.
but it's a tarot card strength. Anyway, and it was right in the middle, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then in the oh, with Val K. Okay. Um which it doesn't matter. Um, so in your money matters too, I do have the sun. So that's where your hopes and dreams are. It feels like since I assume you spent some money for the class that you're investing in yourself. It's in the money matters. And so this is like a good investment in yourself. It's shining upon that anytime that we can up our skills, learn a new thing, elevate, it's all good. So that's what I have for you. You're in balance. I get the strength card, tarot card, and the sun in the money matters. Yeah. Oh yeah, I took Val's Akashic Records class too. All right, Miss Charlotte, who's got jokes, lots of jokes, dokes. She's got ducks. She's got her ducks in a row. Look, her
Deeks.
ducks are in
But
a
do you
row.
got deeks? But do you got deeks? Yeah.
Okay. Did I hear somebody say ducks? She heard duck. Okay, you'll take a reading. Okay. No, we don't need a question or a subject. You are at our mercy, our mercery. Mercery. Words hard, English harder. You're so welcome, Suzanne. And thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Mm, okay. Wow. Mm.
Woo.
Well, I don't want to sound, like a broken record here, but 5 keys fell out. Okay. These are all different kinds of keys, but I can guarantee you every single one of them is a skeleton key, right? And you don't have just the simple skeleton keys, right? You have a skeleton key that has 1 notch, 2 notch, 3 notch, and 4, right? Those are very specific types of key skeleton keys. We'll get it out here in a minute. Again, English hard. Okay, so what I want you to understand is that all 4 of these keys have a different, very specific lock that they unlock, that they unlock. Okay, they don't open every universal skeleton door, right? Every skeleton lock. The universal ones do. The ones that have them weird like bat wings going across on their key things. No, these are very specific teeth. These are very specific kind of teeth, and they're very kind of teeny tiny. So you're not gonna see them on camera, but what I'm gonna tell you is that they're here. And every one opens something very, very specific. What I am actually hearing Miles say is that with it being butterfly, elephant, owl, and all of these keys and a unicorn, and one more thing that we will get to in a second, what he wants me to understand first is that I have a funny feeling it has something to do with, and it's kind of tonight's theme, dreams, right? I don't know if you are having prophetic. There's a very specific kind of word that I'm looking here. Prolific. I don't know what the word is. I can't find it. The little man will find it eventually. Anyway, this is a very, very heavy kind of dream, right? What you can do with these dreams is you can start them over, right? So I don't want to say it's a reoccurring dream because it doesn't feel like you're having the same dream over and over and over again. What you are experiencing is a form of work, right? It is not actually a dream, or at least it doesn't look like it. It looks like you're going through one door, which is your subconscious going into your sleep REM, that REM kind of stage, right? So now, bam, there we go. We're going through another door, a dream door, a door that wasn't there when you were awake, and now it is, right? But you won't be able to open it without these very specific keys. There are 4 keys. These must be 4 doors that you travel through a lot, or these are door portals that you use to meditate and move through different realms, different areas, different parallels, realities. I don't know, but the doors are very much real because the keys are very much real. Trust me, I have seen skeleton keys in every shape, form, and fashion, and some of them are kind of creepy and some of them are incredibly wonderful. But what I can tell you is that every single key is made for a very specific reason. Jane, dang gun it, Jane. Dang gun it, Jane. Dang gun it. It's not my fault. Jane made me do it. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, I can't seem to put my hand on it, but I have one somewhere. Unless these little
Maybe you could
creatures.
look under your pillow. Might be under your pillow.
I don't know. It's probably under my pillow. I can't find it right now. But I can tell you that it might. Aha! Seeking you shall find. This is a universal one. Do you see that? How it's got the little
Oh yeah.
wrappy things?
Oh
This
yeah.
one
See,
will
look, mine
almost
is
open
too.
any. Yep, those are universal skeleton keys. When it has individual slots and it's a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, that will not open the same doors that these will, right? So be very careful with these very specific kind of keys. They're not universal keys. They open very specific doors. You got a lot of familiars rooting you on. Enjoy opening them doors because it sounds like it's one hell of a ride. And that's what I've got for you, Miss Charlotte.
I
And then
love
I
that.
dropped all my tools.
looking for skeleton key. All right.
Yeah.
Um, I've got right now, you're a busy little bee in your house, okay? Usually it's being out in the community, but it's in your house. So I feel like there's a lot of busyness going on in your house. I don't know if you're still working on your house or not, but maybe even she says thanks Hershey, you made her curious. I That's a
Good.
good thing. Oh, and was it KK? We just both of us need to get some sleep, I'm sure. And it's well, it's earlier where Hershey is, but it's late where I am. So I'm so very sorry. But next time watch for us and get here and we'll do a reading for you. Um anyway, so I hate to turn people away, but I'm tired. I'm sorry. But yeah, so community in your house. Community in your house. Hmm. And in your strength and business, you have the lion. So you have a lot of strength in your strength and business. I'm not even going to show these anymore. That's where your strength is in your career and business. Um, yeah, thank you, KK, for being a community of ants. No, I don't think so. And do bees eat ants? I don't think so. No, they eat flowers. Um, and I already know, like, love and relationships, like, you got the knife. I mean, it's just like you've been hurt, and so you're not doing that anymore. But it does want you to know that the angels is watching over you. Okay, so there's an angel here in my hand. Just know that the angels are watching over you. Again, um, just make sure you get all your uh checks done, your health checks and everything. Don't slough on that. And then in money matters, we either have a bridge or a tunnel. So whichever way you see this going, are you going across a bridge from one area of your finances to another, or are you going in through a tunnel? Do you see that? See there's a tunnel behind there? It's a bridge, but it's a tunnel too. So um you have an appointment soon. Good. Okay. Very good. All right. So the bridge, so either a bridge or a tunnel. So it's up to you whether you're going to go across the bridge and bridge a gap, or you're just going to stay in the tunnel. That's okay. But there is going to be in your money matters, there's going to be a bit of a stir up. It's a tornado. It's just going to stir things up. And that's not necessarily, oh, that's you and me going to the Arch de, I cannot speak French. But yes, there we are. We're going to that place right there.
Triumphe.
Yep, yep,
Triumphe.
yeah. Because
I don't know.
I'm making Miss Charlotte go to France with me.
I
She's
love that.
I know, like, well,
The
do you want
obligations
to
we put on our friends. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's just we put bad, 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 bad obligation. I'll take
she's
that bad obligation.
But I mean, who wouldn't want to go traveling with Miss Charlotte? I know I want to. Anyway, so there's going to be
Exactly.
a dust up in your finances. That's not a bad thing. Okay. Yeah, she has to go. I have no choice. She says, I have to go. No choice.
I love it. I love it. Love it.
We're going to get, I really want to go to Mary Magdalene's cave, and that's in France.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm. Well, I would encourage you to do that.
I'm, I'm going to do it. It might take a little
I
while, but I'm
strongly
going to
encourage
do
you to
it.
do that.
Your Bitcoin is very volatile lately. Okay. Well, yeah, so there's a dust up in that. In if that's what's happening right now, then I see, that's showing up here in your reading. And then the sun is shining in your spirituality. So don't give up on your hopes and dreams. It's in the spirituality sector. It's just, the sun is shining and it looks good for you. I wouldn't worry about whenever financial things come up like that, you just sometimes you just got to let things sit. I don't know anything about Bitcoin though. So, yes, yes, yes. The sun and the keys. She's taken the sun and the keys. Oh no, are you going to go down to the Florida Keys? She says the sun and the keys. She's all excited now. Oh,
Well, if you're
good.
going to go to Key West, make sure you do it November 4th. And we'll do a
There
meet
you
and
go.
greet.
Because there you go. A meet and greet with Hershe and Tomas. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would do it. All right, Miss Charlotte. Oh, we have one more. I almost forgot.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. It's just hypnicity. Unless hypnicity is not still here. Hypnicity, are you still here? She's going to look on her calendar and see if that can happen.
I know a couple of the gorgeous, beautiful gems have already said, I will meet you there November 4th.
Oh, yay.
Meet me in Key West.
I love that. There's Miss Moonlight. Hi, Miss Moonlight. All right. So this is for hypnicity. Yep. And... oh, Rossi's going to be there, huh?
Yes. She is one of the great ones. Well, one of the great ones.
I love that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's okay. Not what you want to hear your psychic say to you.
If I was a psychic, I'd be worried, but I ain't none of them.
Oh, that's right. She's not. What do you?
I ain't one of them.
Okay.
I refer to myself as a Ouija. I work with the dead. I talk to the dead. I'm a Ouija.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, we're gonna take a little walk here, right? All right, so this walk literally starts in the walking position, right? You got literally grapes on a vine. It's got to have a very specific meaning because it is definitely not a bottle of wine yet. So we got grapes on a vine and it is in the walking section. This just literally means get outside and get some damn fresh air, some physical exercise. We're not talking about going to the rec room or the gym or the basement or the workout room and we're getting on a treadmill. We're not doing lazy man things. We're literally needing you to get up and go outside and walk a little bit. As somebody that struggles with the sun, period, because of medical history and reasons, I still have to get out there. I got to bundle up and put all kinds of zinc and wraps and everything up and protect all my skin. But I still get out there and I get exercise. I take the hills, the ups, the downs, the inclines, the curbs, the step overs, the what the hell happened here. That's disgusting. I need that part of life, right? That's what this part represents, a physical walk. Not the lazy man treadmill. Okay. I'm not saying that the treadmill is the lazy man's way. What I'm saying is that in this situation, it is a spiritual walk with the universe, right? You're literally going to get out there and you're going to smell nature. You're going to hug a tree. You're going to sit in the grass or run barefoot through the grass, or you're literally just going to beat your feet on the concrete and learn something new about your city that you might not have knew before the walk, right? I started at the top, and not usually my way of doing it, but we need to get to the roots area. So let's make sure that we understand this thought process, right? So as we come down through the temple, through the digestive system, we literally get a measuring up in the balance area. So what tells me is that, for one, it's in the upright, but the mouse that it paired with lets me know that bit by bit, you're not measuring things out properly in the balancing part of your life, right? If you are taking nibbles out of whatever to do self gain, self satisfaction, or make yourself smell like roses and you fell out of a pile of you know woohoo, okay, you didn't measure that correctly. And balance and life and the universe all sees it. You don't have to worry about it. Did Tom, Dick, and Harry witness it? What you need to worry about is everybody up there that is witnessing what's going on, right? So, hypnicity, what they want you to do is they want you to get that measuring cup out of that kitchen cabinet and put it in the middle of your table every single day. Every single day, measure out, I can only do an eighth of this. I can only do a fourth of this. Oh, I can do 3/8 of this because, woo, 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 woo. Whatever your measurements are, you're the only one that knows what they are. And as long as you are balancing them evenly, the universe will not see the bit by bit that they paired your measuring cup with, right? So, really, really, really pay close attention to what you are allowing to come in, and make sure that you aren't allowing anything to steal bit by bit from you by you. Okay. So I know that's a whole mouthful right there, but make sure that you keep yourself in balance. It's literally one of the hardest things as humans to do. We're greedy, we're selfish, we're stingy, we're lazy. We're all these things because we're human, right? We've got an excuse for every damn thing. What we don't have an excuse for is when the universe puts a measuring cup and a mouse and says, stop cheating yourself. Stop stealing from you to do something else. Literally, pay you first, make you a priority. The last thing I want to talk about is the fact that not one, but two snakes and an anchor fell out in shadow, right? Listen, listen, something that you're either avoiding completely is about to bite you in the ass, or literally bite your ankle, bite your hand that you're not paying attention to because you're just touching what you shouldn't be. The universe would not allow two snakes to come into your shadow area if you weren't needing to be woken up about something. Pay very, very close attention. One of these snakes is venomous because it's a king cobra. One of these snakes is just your everyday garden snake. It could be the fact that this black snake can get eaten by this black snake, but you're not going to know that the good black snake is trying to defend you if all you're doing is paying attention to the one that has the venom. So pay close attention to the snakes that are in your life, because it looks like you have got a garden snake here coming to help you remove that poisonous snake that is sitting right behind you. Be careful. It looks, according to these charms, like you're playing with fire, with balancing your life. Make sure that you are not stealing anything from yourself, and make sure that you understand that everybody in your life has a purpose, whether it is a positive black snake or it is a venomous king cobra. Pay attention. And that's what I've got for you.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
I
and
hope so.
yeah, I mean, because in the home and family and leisure and social life, I got the tent, which can mean it's one of the things that it's saying to you to do, and she's saying thanks, Hershey. Um, what this says to do is it's they want you to meditate and take care of yourself. Tender loving care, TLC, tender loving care of yourself. Take care of yourself, meditate, and do the things that make you happy, but that you can do inside your, it's just in the house and the leisure and social life. So it's a balance. There's a balance there. Um, and when Hershe was talking, like I've started walking. I've been walking every single day for 2 weeks outside, and I feel um, fantastic. I feel fantastic. I feel like it's really helped me. And if you're having trouble quieting your mind, if you can't meditate, because I can't quiet my mind either, I chant, and that's my meditation is chanting. So, so sometimes if you can't meditate, chant. If you can't chant, can't meditate, go for a walk. Go out and hug a tree, like Hershey said. But get out there in nature, ground yourself, put your hands down in the dirt, things like that. Um, Career and business you've got some sunshine. You've got some sunshiny hopes and dreams there. Uh, Joy and exuberance. Yeah, try chanting. I chant. I chant. There's so many different chants. Om Mani Padme Hum, um, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, all kinds of things. Um, find the one that works for you. There's a Ganesh chant. You can just chant Om over and over and over again. It's
Om
universal.
ti cha ti, om ti
Yeah,
cha ti. Yep.
yeah, all
Yep.
of that. Yeah, exactly.
Om ti cha ti.
Find the one that works for you.
Yep.
Because like I don't know, I mean, I just can't shut off my brain. um
Yep.
in
Me
I'm
either.
gonna say in your body, because I don't like to do with health and family, but in your body there's just a tiny little yeah, you have a meditative mind. I live on meditative mind. That's my favorite YouTube channel because they have all these great meditation stuff there. So there's a small challenge in your body. So whatever that means to you, it's there. Um, it's like you're trying to transform your money matters, but it's taking a little bit longer and a little bit harder than you think it is. I've got the cicada here in Money Matters, and he was on his back. So, but a lot of us are kind of upside down clearing time. Yeah. And then in spirituality, that's where you shine. That's what your community is, spirituality. That you're a busy little bee out in the community, especially in the YouTube um, community, community, in the YouTube community. Yeah, I mean, that's there you are. You're a busy little bee there. I think it's a spiritual place to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I've got for you. So just take care of
Um,
it.
Miles wanted me to add something.
Okay, please do.
Miles. Miles said hypnicity, try sound healing. Like put sound in the room that you are trying to be still in. Drums, war chants, like Indian drum sounds, sound bowls where somebody's literally ringing or sounding a chime, bells, sound healing. Miles says sound healing. Tell her sound healing. Put that specific sound in the room that you are trying to find the calm in. It might
You
help
know,
you. Fire crackling. Fire crackling sound. I don't know. Something with sound. Increase the sound of one specific thing to help you drown out and run all the rest of the sound away. Maybe
well,
is what he's trying to say.
I think it was last night or today. No, it was yesterday. Silver Star Priestess. If you aren't a member, if you aren't a subscriber to Silver Star Priestess, Heather she's a sound healer, and she put out a sound video, which it's
Oh,
actually
really? There you
it's
go.
a yeah, it's not even a video. It's just it's you listen to it. And what I usually do is I get one of my old dummy phones, and because the phone will work. I can't use it as a phone, but I can use it as a listening device that I can plug my
Mhm.
my headphones. So I will listen to
Yes.
Silver Star Priestess. I will listen to her on headphones on, laying down,
Mhm.
and I will listen to the healings. And it's really good. So anything that you find that you really like, I'm not saying that, I mean, try Silver Star Priestess. If you don't like, you find the person that you like. I happen to really
I
enjoy
like
Silver Star
wardrobe.
Priestess. Huh?
I like disruption sounds. I'm weird, so I like drum lines, bass lines, and war drums. Like when you hear like Indian war drums, and you hear the dun 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 dun, and it just gets rapidly more. I can zone out and chant to that shit and be gone for hours and be like, wait, how long? Where? Wait, holy shit, the whole day's gone.
Yeah,
Trust
yeah.
me, disruption sounds for somebody like me that has a very, very easy, unstoppable mind because I was raised on the concept. The only thing that comes to, person that isn't thinking is usually the end of their life. So if you're not thinking you're dead concept, for me, my brain doesn't like to shut off, and I have to infuse sound in the room where I can focus and run all the rest of it out.
See, everybody has their own thing that, I mean, sometimes I listen to drum beats, you know, I have a drum too, but I'm, like if you, yeah,
Mhm.
any of those things like Hershe says. And hi, Marcia Green. Did Kiba tell you earlier today to say hello to you? Oh, and
Hi, TT.
there's your,
Hi, TT.
there's TT.
That's my aunt. Yep.
Yeah,
Spirit
hi.
Tribe Talks with Deborah. My aunt. Yeah, Deborah. Yeah. That's my TT. We were just talking about war drums, TT. You must have heard us. Did grandfather say, hey, she's talking about me?
I love it. Oh, well, you got here right for the end, unfortunately, but hey, the end is better than nothing. Oh, sorry. See, sorry I'm late. It's okay.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we'll do this again, won't we? I hope.
Absolutely. As long as, we have to outweigh, even if we have to outweigh the hurricane. Y'all, my words, English is not my friend today. So, yeah, even if I have to wait out a hurricane, we're going to do it again.
Yeah. I
And
mean, things,
underwear.
yeah.
I don't know if that should be said on YouTube, TT. No, I'm just talking shit. You'll have to give me all the details. Who ran off with all your underwear?
Hey, you on an underwear
On
run?
that note,
Okay. Well, I, maybe she's on
all righty
vacation.
then. It just got real warm up in here.
Well, I will tell you though, maybe she's for dad, she says. But maybe,
Okay,
but
so
it's funny
Pawpaw needed
because
it. It's acceptable. It's for my Pawpaw, y'all. It's okay. It's okay.
okay. Well, what's funny because when I sent my son to camp when he was in sixth grade and he went to sixth grade camp, I bought a brand new pair of like 8 socks. It was in a package of 8 socks, and I swear I put those in his thing. Well, after I put him on the bus and sent him away for a week, and there's no way I could go. I don't know where he went. I don't know. I just sent my kid, go. I know. I knew where he was, but I couldn't go. And I didn't realize he didn't pack the socks. When he got home, he's like,
That's
Mom,
what's wrong with me.
I only had one pair of socks for the whole week. I'm like,
Were they
well,
walking? Did they walk in the house with him?
what did you put him in the? He's like, and then I had to dry him out every night, and everybody was making fun of me. No, he didn't say everybody was making fun of him, but
At least you got some good home training and knew how to do it.
oh my goodness.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
anyway, oh my gosh. Okay, yes, there is that. Well, Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Hershey, for joining me. I really appreciate
Anytime.
it. It's fun,
I
and
love
we'll do
reading
it.
with you.
Oh, I know. I
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel that it seems like your dad lost some weight.
Yeah, Papa was sick for a couple of weeks, so thank you for doing that for him, TT. Thank you for that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We miss you, TT.
huh?
I said she said miss you, Jane, and I'm like, well shit, we all miss you too. You know, you got a lot of people always asking where you at, where you at. We love you and
Yeah.
we miss you, TT.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're busy though, so we understand. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Hershey, for playing with me for an hour and 45 minutes. I appreciate
No
you.
problem.
We'll go like that. I have hearts. We'll get you hearts.
You just want me to say I'm jelly. Y'all see what she's doing? She's trying to rub it in. I gotta be analog over here, and she's the digital world.
Oh. Well, yeah, but see, like I could do this. Where is it?
Yeah, you can do all of this and this and this and
Look there.
you know them crafty things.
I'm a.
She kicked us out. Was that graffiti? Thumb down. You got a thumbs down. You did a thumbs
I know.
down.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the hearts. Hearts farts.
I've never seen the thumbs down one before.
I know. I gave you a thumbs down because you said something.
Oh. Did you just create like a whole damn storm and shit?
I was crying. There was a storm, but I won't do any
Oh
more than
Lord.
that.
I just went through Hurricane Barrel. I don't need no more of that shit.
Was it a party? Okay. I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore. All right, let's go. All right, everybody. Remember to be kind, be love, and just be. And thank you, Hershey. Remember all of
I'm
Hershey's
jumping and
information.
skipping. I don't know.
Hershey's information is in the chat down or in the description box down below if you're watching in the future. Thanks for giving us a thumbs up. There's the bees. Whoops, there's the bees. Bye, everyone. Thank you.